Let me ask you a question. Do you drive a Tesla? One of them self-driving vehicles? Yeah. How many of y'all got a Tesla? How many of y'all is so deep up into the technology, like, I don't want to drive myself. I want my car to drive me. Have you ever once considered that your vehicle has to make life and death decisions? The same life and death decisions that you would have to make in a split second based on your morals and based on your spiritual understanding of this world. Oh, car got to make that same damn decision. Yeah. You didn't think about that, huh? You were just like, I'm going to go get my car and I'm going to drive it. And I'm going to drive my car around like this. And then I'm going to let the wheel go and I'm going to lean on back. And I'm going to get on my phone and I'm going to text like this while my car be driving me. Yeah. I'm not going to pay no attention because I don't have to make no decisions. But have you ever just once considered that the programming and the decision making has been programmed into that vehicle? Have you ever thought maybe who programmed it to make those decisions? Nah, you ain't thinking about none of that because your ass is lazy. You just know that you don't want to drive. You just know that you don't want to be bothered with traffic. Now, your lazy ass could get on the bus. Sit back on the bus with your cell phone and relax. No, you can't be with the regular people. They smell like urine on the bus. They got some of them crazy people on the bus that's going to be sitting there talking to themselves. Nope, you won't have a vehicle that'll drive itself and make life or death decisions for you. You ever thought any deeper into this? So let's just hypothetically say you ride in your car. Me, you right there. No, not you right there. We all in the car riding together. And we ain't touching the steering wheel. But the car killed somebody because it's got to make a decision. Who is responsible for the death of the person that got hit and killed? I wasn't driving. You wasn't driving. The car was driving. Are we gonna be the fall guy for the vehicle itself? Who gonna be the fall guy? Who gonna take the blame? Is Tesla gonna take the blame? I seriously doubt that. So wait. What you trying to tell me, Stankonian ambassador, is my self-driving car could murder somebody and I could still go to prison even though I wasn't driving? Yeah. So guess what? You should have been driving in the first place. Yeah. The World Economic Forum put this out, and I'm going to read it to you because, you know, the way they do stuff, they don't want voice nothing over. Because they want it there, but they don't want you paying attention to it. Yeah. They want it there, but they don't want you paying no attention to it. But that's my job as the ambassador, to bring things to your attention that ain't never, ever came to mind. You ain't paying no attention to it. You just like, oh, I want that self-driving car. I want that electric car because it reduces my carbon footprint, even though I have to charge the car and I need to connect to the power grid, which is connected to a coal plant, but I'm saving the environment. Because the environment gonna die. Yeah. Watch this. Watch this. When self-driving cars have to make life or death decisions, who should die? I'm gonna take my time with it. The ethics of self-driving cars are complicated, and we don't know which decision we want them to make. Research suggests we're okay with the idea of self-driving cars killing passengers to save pedestrians. Huh? I'm the passenger. Huh? Wait. What you trying to tell a Stankonian is, I go out and I buy a Tesla. How much a Tesla cost? We got AI everywhere. Hold on. I don't know how much a Tesla costs because I'm not interested in it. Watch this. Google, how much does a Tesla vehicle cost? Answer me. You should tell me the truth. So you telling me that I can buy a brand new Tesla for $38,000? Talk to me, girl. Answer me. Don't ignore me. See, they don't even do what you want them to do. But let's just say that Tesla only costs $38,000. So what you trying to tell me is I can go spend $38,000, 38 racks on racks on racks, to buy a car that when it's time to choose, if I die or the pedestrian die, my car gonna suicide me. You trying to tell me that my car is gonna arc inside me? That's what you saying? That my vehicle is gonna Hillary Clinton me? But not if we're in the car. Okay, that makes sense. But if we ain't in the car, then you trying to tell me you gonna arc inside somebody else? The new MIT project puts you in the position of the autonomous vehicle. What should a self-driving vehicle do? With a life or death decision to make, should the passengers or pedestrians be killed? They keep on saying I'm not in the car, but they keep on talking about passengers. What passengers? What passengers? Look at the model. Go back to the model. What damn passengers? This is the vehicle. These are the pedestrians. These are the pedestrians. What passengers are we talking about? Unless they're trying to say that according to this, the people without the skulls on their heads are passengers in another vehicle, then where is the other vehicle? Where's the other vehicle in the graph? This is a big flim flam, but let's keep on going. What if there were more passengers than pedestrians? Where the hell are who the hell is a passenger in this equation? Or one group was elderly and the other was teenaged. You're trying to tell me that the car going look at the person's age and say, okay, this person's a teenager, this person's an elderly person, we're gonna whack the elderly person? Should human life always take priority over animal life? And what about the influence of the rules of the road? If humans struggle to agree on the ethics of these decisions, then programming self-driving cars won't be easy. Well, we know programming self-driving cars shouldn't be done at all. The question is, what would you do? Quite frankly, I would drive safely, mother fluffer, and avoid accidents, mother fluffer. Let me tell you something. Just so you understand what we just witnessed. You see, what we just watched was them laying out the questions. And I told y'all, questions are seeds for answers. I don't know if you remember Stankonia explaining that to you. Anytime somebody asks you a question, it's a seed for an answer. And for those of y'all who got a problem with me saying axe, A-X-E, kiss my grits. I'm from New Orleans. That's how we talk. You heard me? Now, with that being said, it's a seed for an answer. So they seeding you, starting what they would call a debate. But the overall point being made is that the morality, the life or death decision, is going to be in the hands of a damn robot. And what does that mean for humanity? That means that everybody driving around in a Tesla right now is driving around in an early version of the Terminator. Sarah Connor, come with me if you want to live. That's what it means. Y'all all riding around in damn Terminators. Because it's got to make a decision. And who programmed that decision making? Matter of fact, I want to see more of this. Don't you want to know more about this? Time to put on my research hat. We're going to get some help from Jesus on this one. Jesus, help me find what I need Time to put on my research hat and let's go see who came up with the morality of it. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
We meet for the 20th. I hope I will have the pleasure still to be invited for the meeting. When we meet for the 20th Governance Summit, you will use the app like Uber, but not anymore to call some driver, but automatically guided car, a self-driven car, will come to your hotel or wherever you are and will bring you to the airport. No, Los Angeles is one of the cities with the heaviest traffic, who told me in 2030, Los Angeles will be private car-driven free. And this will allow to transform highways into parks and other public spheres.
Yeah, I'm back. I wasn't gone that long, just a little while. Just a little while. When we start looking at the self-driving cars, we got to start with what they're calling the trolley problem. I'm just going to surmise all this. I'm not going to read it. Basically, the trolley problem is this. If a trolley is going down the track and it's about to derail and it could kill 5 people, but you can get it back on track and it can only kill 1 person, how do you decide which person that it should kill? That's the trolley problem. And so they apply that same logic to the self-driving cars. The problem is, with the self-driving cars, there's an algorithm involved, and there's programming. The trolley problem was dictated on a human being making a decision of getting it back on a track, and that human making a decision, and human having that issue of, who do I kill? It's a position that nobody wants to be in. Absolutely nobody wants to be in a position of deciding who you want to kill or who should die, because nobody should decide who dies. And I submit to you, if your ass is on a trolley track and it's 5 of y'all and that trial is coming and you don't see it and you ain't paying attention and you don't try and dive your ass out of the way, then you might be one of the people who deserve to die, because there's a part that you play in the equation. There's definitely a part that you play in the equation. Nonetheless, subtracting out the human factor, which is what the Terminator is all about, because you have no choices in the whole entire situation, in the whole entire equation. And it's a hypothetical, which I don't like dealing in hypotheticals, because I would like to believe that I won't find myself in a situation where I need to dive out of the way, but you never know, could happen. Nonetheless, when we start getting down to self-driving cars, the problems becomes much more complicated, because at the end of the day, these vehicles are programmed. They're not making their own decisions. They're programmed with ethics and morals. For example, watch this. And I submit this to you, ladies and gentlemen. The more you hand over the control of your life and the decision-making process of your life over to autonomous robots, which in turn means you hand it over to whoever programmed them robots, you become a slave. Point blank, period. Let's start there. Secondly, I would like to say this. You need to see the people who are behind these things. I mean, you really do. And once you see the people who are behind them, and then you need to use the discernment of God to listen to what they're saying and see what they're saying. The premise of self-driving vehicles is that it will reduce congestion on roads. If everybody had their own self-driving vehicle, it would reduce congestion. So if everybody had a Tesla that drove itself, there would be no traffic. How is that possible? I don't see that working. Do you see that working? The only way you can coordinate everybody's movement and everybody's driving is nobody's driving. But even then, that doesn't reduce the number of drivers. So now you need to reduce the number of drivers. Oh, I wonder how you reduce the number of people on the road. Boop, dead. But nonetheless, let us keep moving.
I believe the self-driving car is...
Now, if you don't know what this is from the Davos meeting. World Economic Forum, Davos discussions. It doesn't really matter. They're all the same damn people.
Very strong environmental implications, safety, social. It'll really fundamentally transform how many of us live. Congestion is a major problem for pretty much every city in the world. We're just not operating cars very efficiently.
When you think about cars, they have transformed the cities, everything else. They cause traffic jams. There's a lot of congestion.
A peak capacity highway, a highway that's really functioning, has only 6% cars on it, and 94% is the space between the cars that we need because we humans, we are not that great a driver. Imagine a future where your highways actually work.
Did you just hear this mother fluffer say humans are not great drivers? I want you to understand, anytime somebody start referring to you as a human, understand what that means. You a human and you're not a great driver. You humans. Anytime the mother fluffer start referring to us as humans, they talking about you as animals. And that's their philosophy on you. You's an animal. Don't forget this.
You go on a highway with your car, and left of you is a group of very close distance cars coming by. And you push a button, it opens up, and you merge in, and then you push a second button, and all of a sudden the car drives itself. All the cars line up very closely to you. You're now in a train. The train uses the aerodynamics of a train, but it frees your time. Now imagine we fill the highway with cars and pack 50% of the surface, which means all of a sudden we have almost no congestions anymore. We would be able to do away with almost all traffic jams.
I started to realize we can actually build cars that are safe and cars that can drive themselves.
Cars are as safe as their drivers are. We text while driving. We do all kinds of things that distract us from the driving tasks. Almost all accidents in the United States are caused by lack of attention or driver errors. Now with self-driving technology, I think it's kind of the holy grail for that specific problem, which is we will be able to give people the mobility that they want without exposing themselves and others to the dangers that come with it.
Well, we got to keep you safe. We don't want you to be in danger. So we're gonna program all the cars to drive together in sync, and we're gonna make sure that you get from point A to point B safely, because I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy. And if we can get all the cars driving together, then we can reduce the number of accidents and we won't have to kill people. This is what they call a nanny state. And who gonna control this technology? Who gonna control all the cars, homie? Who gonna get to hit the button and turn off your car? Who gonna get to hit them buttons? Who gonna have control? That's the real question. Who get to make the decision on who lives and dies, and who gets to have the control? It damn sure ain't me or you. I can tell you that at this point in time. But let the man keep talking. Hell.
The fact that they're not quite able to operate motor vehicles. The biggest challenge we face is to make it really safe. We recently had a situation where a plastic bag blew across the highway and the car thought it was a kid flying across the highway. And it sounds funny, and it was certainly something we could fix very quickly, but these type of situations, humans are just really brilliant, and cars have a hard time, to be honest. So I believe there's an entire universe of amazing ideas.
So what you're trying to tell me is, all this damn technology you put in place, and mind you guys, there's a city somewhere where this is already happening. I know you're gonna say, dog, water stink on the ambassador, you crazy. No, there's a city somewhere that we don't know about, that all this stuff already exists. I want to be clear with you. It's somewhere. I can't tell you where, but they don't talk about this stuff unless they started testing it. So it may not be the whole city that's, where this is happening, but there's a test case, a use case that's already working. But what you're trying to say to me is this. You're trying to say stank on in. And I'm going to say, yeah. If a plastic bag or a paper bag fly in the road, it gives a traffic jam. Yeah, so what you're trying to tell me is 4 9-year-olds can just start throwing plastic bags all over the place and mess up all the mother fluff in traffic. And the whole system shut down. Yeah. That's all it takes. Because humans are better drivers than robots and better decision makers than robots, and will always be better than robots? The only reason why you want a damn robot to control where people go is so you can control them. And let's establish that. And the moral dilemma that comes from you establishing robots driving all around is that robots gonna have to make a decision on who lives and who dies. Yeah, gonna have to make a decision. So when you're riding around in your Tesla driving mother fluffer, you drive around in your Tesla and you take your hand off that wheel, know that you just decided that if something go wrong, that computer gonna decide who live and die. And quite frankly, you gonna pay the price. You ain't even gonna make the decision, but you gonna pay that price. Yeah, the Stay-Home Ambassador's out of here. I'm gone. I ain't got nothing else to say to you about it. Cause y'all want to hear what else you got to say? Listen to me.
Has to be developed. And I wish I lived 200 years later to see them come to fruition. But now is the time to start working on them.
I wish I could push you over a bridge. But now is the time to find you.